and welcome to our math time. So you already had the problem in the slide before our story problem where Aiden made 20 cookies and then his brothers ate 9 of them. So you're supposed to quickly solve that. I hope you showed your thinking because remember I do go back and check that. So make sure you show me your thinking. I'm just going to show you one way that I solved this. Is the way that made the most sense to me because I love drawing pictures to help me visualize the story. So this is what I drew. I went ahead and drew the 20 cookies in groups of 5. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I just crossed off the 9 cookies that were eaten. And I could count how many I had left. 5, 10, 11. And then I realized that was a subtraction sentence, so I wrote that subtraction sentence. 20 minus 9 equals 11, and that's how many I have left. So that was a quick and easy. That's how I solved. I'm really excited to see your awesome thinking because I love how different all of our brains work, and you guys usually have awesome things to share. So I'm really excited to look back and see your awesome thinking. All right, today we are going to be working with using quick tens to help us solve our adding, okay? And then we're going to take this and build it into something a little different for tomorrow. So let's solve a couple together and then you'll solve one by yourself. And remember, if you want to be solving along with me in the video, you can always have your paper and pencil and pause the video and solve it and then keep the video going and see what I do, okay? So I'm going to show you the first one and then we're going to do some together. Okay, so the first one, I'll just solve 59 plus 34. That's the problem I'm going to be solving today, okay? 59 plus 34. And today we're going to solve it just using quick tens, instead of our place value chart, but we're going to build it on top of each other. And I will color code with 2 different colors because I think that really helps me make sense of this. So I'm going to take my 59. How many tens do we see? 5 tens. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many ones? 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I am going to color code, so I'm going to grab my black to do 34. Now for this one, I'm not putting it in the place value chart. I'm skipping. Just dropped my marker. I'm not going to use black because it rolled far away. I will use it in the next video. We're not going to be using our place value chart because I'm showing you a new way to think of this, okay? So we have 59, and now I'm going to do 34 underneath. I guess I'll just draw a line since I lost my marker rolled under the table. So I have 59 on top, and I'm going to build 34 underneath that. So how many tens? 3 tens. How many ones? 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is one of the ways that we are going to be working on doing this. We are going to be solving it together and then we'll be writing our answer at the very bottom. So I guess I shouldn't have drawn that line there. Okay, this is just another way to think about it. So let's see how many tens do we, or how many ones do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I know if I add one more to my ones place, it'll be a 10 and I can move it over to the tens. Okay, so I'm going to circle one more and I'm going to move that over here to make it another 10. Okay, and then that's moved. So I'm not going to count that anymore. So now let's see how many more ones do we have? 1, 2, 3. And let's count up our tens. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 93 is our answer. If you want to, you can put a little adding sign over here to help you remember we are adding these together. So pretty much all we're doing today is we're taking our quick tens and just not putting it in the place value chart. Because tomorrow we're going to take it one step farther. But today we're just practicing using our quick tens, not in the place value chart, just by themselves and lining them up like this, okay? We're going to solve another problem and I want you to get your paper and pencil and I want you to write this one with me, okay? All right. This next one we're going to solve is 49 plus 35. That's what we're going to be solving, okay? Go ahead and write that down and I am going to go and get my marker. All right, so we have 49 and 34. Let's go ahead and build our 49. Now, we can think like the place value chart's there, but we're not going to draw it in. So how many tens do we have? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. How many ones? 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I'm going to use my other color. So if you have a different color, you can use that to color code. Now we're going to add our 35. How many tens? 3 tens. 1, 2, 3. How many ones? 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we are going to add them up, and we're going to write the answer under that line. That line kind of shows that we're going to be doing our adding. Our answer is going to be under the line. Okay, let's do our ones first. So we see we have 9 here, so we need to grab how many more to make it a 10? 9 plus 1 more would give us a 10. So let's do our 9 plus 1 more, and then we're going to move this. My angle's not very good. We're going to move this down and make it a 10. So I'm going to move that down there and then cross that off so I remember that I counted that already. Okay? Now let's count up how many ones we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I double checked. Only 4. So we can write that answer below. And let's count up how many tens we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our answer to this one is 84. Now remember, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause the video, get caught up, and then keep going. Okay? Let's solve one more together. So I want you to be writing this with me, and then you're going to solve one by yourself. Okay? So we're just building our quick tens, and then drawing a line and writing our answer at the bottom. And remember, once you have 10 in the ones place, you move it over and it becomes 110. Okay, let's do one more. One more together, and then you'll do one by yourself. So this last one is 38 plus 62. Okay, go ahead and write that down. 38 plus 62. All right, now we're going to draw our quick tens underneath. So let's start with our 38. How many tens? 3. 1, 2, 3. How many ones? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to switch colors for the next number. So we have 62. How many tens? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many ones? 2. Oh, I can even fill it in. 1, 2. So there you can see I filled in my tens frame. So 10 ones is the same as 110. So I'm going to move that to my tens. Draw one down there and cross this one off. Now I'll do show that I'm adding them together with my answer under the line. Let's see, how many ones do we have? Did I mess up? I did mess up. Oh my goodness, look at that. Because I just realized I know that 8 plus 2 gives me 10, so I should not have one left over. So I'm so glad I realized I made a mistake. Sometimes even I make mistakes, and that's totally fine. I'm just going to fix it. So I drew 9 dots, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, I drew 8. So I need to do 9, 10. So look at that. So I'm just checking to make sure this is right. So I should have 8 black ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 2 of our blue ones. And that makes 10. So I messed up. I hope you got it right. So then we take those 10 ones, we move it into 110, and we shouldn't have any left over. Okay, so we have 0 in the ones place. Now let's count how many we have in the tens place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! And 10 tens is the same as what number? 100. Because if I have 10 tens, it's the same as having 100. Look, that's made up of 100 cubes and made in rows of 10. So I have 100 as my answer. All right, now you are going to solve one more problem. You're going to solve 57 plus 36 on the next slide, and I want you to try to use quick tens just like we did here. If you need to come back and rewatch the video a little bit, you can do that, okay? Make sure you show your thinking, because I will always be watching and checking your work. So do a great job, and I will see you for writing.